Imagine a creature that can see without light, communicate across miles, or even generate electricity. Sounds like a superhero, right? But these aren't figments of our imagination. They exist in the animal kingdom. What if nature's real-life superpowers inspired the myths and legends we've heard for centuries? Let's uncover the truth behind these powers. Are they real, exaggerated, or misunderstood? Have you ever wondered why so many cultures have legends of half-human, half-animal hybrids, mermaids, griffins, or werewolves? Anthropologists suggest these myths didn't come from nowhere. Instead, they're reflections of nature's diversity amplified by human imagination. For example, ancient sailors believed in mermaids after seeing manatees. But why? Could it be our tendency to exaggerate animal traits, or were they filling the gaps in their understanding with fantasy?
Psychologist Carl Jung once noted that myths are collective dreams of humanity. Could this explain why cultures separated by oceans share such similar mythical creatures? Were griffins inspired by fossils of Protoceratops, misinterpreted as a hybrid of lion and eagle? And what does this say about us? Are we so fascinated by animal abilities that we've turned them into legends, making the line between fact and fiction blurry?
You don't need a myth to be amazed by animals. Take the bat. Its echolocation is so precise it can navigate a pitch-black cave filled with obstacles at high speed. A study in Nature found that bats even adjust their calls to detect objects as thin as a human hair.
Then there's the chameleon. Is its color change just camouflage, or could it also be communication? Some researchers suggest it's both. Meanwhile, octopuses take camouflage to another level, mimicking textures, colors, and even shapes in seconds. And what about electric eels? Their ability to generate electricity was once dismissed as folklore, but today, scientists are studying the unique biological mechanism that powers their shocking defense. Could it one day inspire sustainable energy solutions?
When nature seems like science fiction, do we need myths at all? We often think of superpowers as individual traits, but what about collective abilities? Ants can build entire bridges with their bodies, while bees coordinate in perfect harmony to defend their hive. Scientists at Harvard have likened these behaviors to a biological internet.
Flocking birds and schooling fish move in synchronized patterns that seem to defy physics. But new research shows these behaviors emerge from simple rules followed by each individual. Is this nature's version of artificial intelligence?
And what if we applied this to humans? Could understanding animal collectives revolutionize how we work together? Not all animal powers are real. Remember the fearsome killer bee? While Africanized honeybees are more defensive, they're not the merciless predators Hollywood makes them out to be, or the myth of giant spiders dragging people into the jungle. Exaggerated reports, shadows, and fear have created legends that continue to mislead. Why do we let these myths persist? Is it fear, ignorance, or simply our love for a good story? Perhaps it's time to separate fact from fiction and give animals the respect they deserve without the added baggage of fear-mongering. What if the animal kingdom held the key to our future? Biomimicry, a field of science that mimics nature's designs, is already leading to groundbreaking innovations. Velcro was inspired by burdock seeds, and researchers are studying gecko feet for new adhesive technologies.
But there's a fine line. How far can we go without crossing ethical boundaries? Should we genetically modify animals to harness their abilities, or is that playing with fire? As we unlock these mysteries, the bigger question becomes, are we protecting these creatures or exploiting them?
So the next time you hear about an animal superpower, ask yourself, is it a myth, a marvel, or a misunderstood miracle? Nature doesn't need exaggeration to inspire awe. Its wonders are already beyond belief. But with biodiversity shrinking, how much longer will these real-life superpowers exist? It's up to us to preserve the incredible creatures that have fueled myths, inspired science, and continue to remind us of nature's endless possibilities. Fact or fiction, one truth remains. Animals are nature's superheroes. Let's not let their stories and their realities fade away.